Hey guys, welcome back to another video of Skills with Kev, and today I'll be teaching you how to save and minimize fuel in these hard economic times. And this doesn't matter whether you are a long distance driver or a daily driver. As long as you are a corners, these tips are supposed to help you save more fuel and save more penny during these harsh economic times. And these are 5 simple tips that anyone can actually achieve in their car if you're still using the fossil fuels, that is. But the main thing that you need to know before you understand these tips is make sure you service your car regularly, because an inadequately serviced car will not actually save you more fuel, but just take more penny from your pocket, because these tips are only for efficient cars, and they are supposed to help car owners achieve more miles per gallon. And in case you're wondering what happened to my face, well, I was involved in an accident a few days ago, and you can see my windscreen. That's the reason for this mark. And my first tip today is drive slowly. Well, it doesn't mean you have to drive at snail's pace, but getting from point A to B takes time, and getting from point A to B means you're covering distance. But an average speed of 60 to 80 should save you more fuel, and this doesn't mean that you won't get to your destination on time. Start and plan your journey ahead so that you can always use the speed guidelines and save more fuel, because this is an important tip if you want to save more fuel during these hard economic times. And my next tip is remove excess weight from your car. A lot of people use unnecessary weight or carry unnecessary loads and luggages in their vehicle, even when there is no need for that. Any excess weight in the car that is not supposed to be in the car only adds on to more fuel consumption, because the car has to do a lot of work to carry you and the luggage, which will in turn just be wasted fuel. If there is any load that is in the car that you can remove and place elsewhere instead of carrying it around with you anywhere you go, that will help you save a lot of fuel. And this goes to a lot of people who carry gym stuff, bicycles, and just a lot of training material. And that's not all. Even unnecessary luggage, like most ladies carry just about the whole closet in the car. That only takes a lot of money from your pocket to carry it around in the car. Only carry what is necessary to save more fuel. The third tip of fuel saving is always keep the right tire pressure. A lot of times we drive around in our cars with uneven tire pressures, and this only adds to the amount of fuel we use to carry the car around and ourselves. Driving around in cars with underinflated tires or overinflated tires just brings more risk to road users, and only adds to more fuel consumption if you're driving around in underinflated tires. And this owes to the fact that friction coefficient is determined by the surface area of the wheel that's touching the ground. And if the coefficient is higher than a particular number, then you will definitely use more force to get the car moving. And this in turn doesn't just destroy your tires, but also uses more fuel from point A to point B. Make sure you have the right tire pressures on your wheels at all the times. Our fourth tip on fuel saving is always plan ahead of time. Before going on a journey, whether you are just a daily driver or a long distance driver, before embarking on any journey or taking the car out, always plan ahead, because this will help you know where to stop and plan on where to refuel and stuff like that. So if you plan beforehand for a trip, it will help you save not only fuel but on the time between the journeys, so that even if you drive at average speeds, you will still get there on time without having used so much fuel. And this is so efficient for long distance drivers who drive for over 200 kilometers, 300 kilometers of per day. And it's not just per day, but anyone who's planning to go on a journey with a car, you should plan beforehand so that you save on more fuel. Planning beforehand also helps you as a driver know the resting points so that you don't fatigue yourself on a long distance journey. The final and the most important tip of the day is never ignore the check engine light on your dashboard. A lot of people fall victim in this category, and I'd like to clarify a few issues with the check engine light and fuel consumption. Whilst many people never notice any difference when they see the check engine light, most of the times it indicates a malfunction with the emissions tests and emissions of the engine. And if you can see the check engine light and the car moves normally, it means that it's burning and producing more harmful substances and carbon constituents into the environment that it should not. And that only means the car is using more fuel to get from point A to point B than it should. Therefore, whenever you see a check engine light, you should diagnose it as soon as you can and ensure that the particular problem related to the light is solved as soon as you can. This in turn also brings me to another point and another tip that might help you not only to save fuel but to save your car. While many people still have internal combustion engines equipped with their cars, it is important to note that the world is going green and the future is electric. And KEDE Motors has come into play to offer a situation in which you can convert your particular petrol or diesel equipped car, especially saloons, from that conventional engine to an electric powertrain. This is a project that is intended to help save our planet from greenhouse emissions, and while we go electric, we don't want to dispose all the cars that are equipped with the engines that are internally combusting. So to help with this situation, we've come up with powertrains that can be swapped for the ICEs, and this is to be done not only for saloons but all across every vehicle platform before we shift into a very green future. We hope this is possible from KEDE Motors and the rest of the world. And as a bonus tip to help save our environment and save you more fuel, don't idle your car unnecessarily, because that only pollutes the environment further and only robs you of the fuel you have in your tank for 0 miles. A lot of modern cars with ICEs have this technology in which they shut off the engine when you are when you idle for too long, especially in traffic jams. And if your car is not equipped with the same, please always ensure to keep the engine shut whenever you are idling unnecessarily. And also remember, as a bonus tip, quality fuel reduces your consumption per mile, and therefore if you go for higher expensive fuels, that is, you will find that you've saved more on the distance you cover under the same amount of fuel in the tank. As fuel prices continue to rise every single month, we intend to help you save more fuel while you're using your car as a daily driver, as a one-time driver, as a long-distance driver, whichever way you choose to drive your car. We are here to help you as our esteemed customer save more fuel if you are still using the fossil fuels, that is, to power your car. And my request to you guys is to help me get to 1 million subs. I know it sounds like a cliche, but I know we can get there, as I'm going to give you more and more DIY tips to help you solve any problem you have, not only with your car but all around you. I hope that you also help me get to my goal of 1 million subs as soon as we can, because these tips are so useful and we need the world over to know them.